If you are like most other Canadians, you use your debit card on a regular basis, withdrawing cash and making purchases at terminals in your city and around the world. If you are one of these people, then you are at risk of falling victim to debit card fraud. According to the Canadian Bankers Association, there are more than 55,000 ATMs in Canada and over 410,000 retailers who accept Interac and debit transactions. Most currently operate using the standard magnetic strip located on the back of your debit card. Seemingly a secure method of saving and spending your hard-earned dollars, criminals have invented methods and devices to steal that money and gain access to your bank accounts.
I was a victim of a card skimming scam where they stick a skimming device on an ATM and copy my card's data while having a pinhole camera over the ATM watching me as I input my PIN. They took the data to an ATM and they withdrew all the money. A few days later they called me and said that I was indeed not liable and they refunded me all my money. For a week there, I didn't really know what was going on and I lost, $900 that might not have come back. From then on, I haven't really used third-party ATMs. I resent paying the extra $2.50 and I don't like that there's now an inherent risk involved. Anybody can just go up to those ATMs. They're not guarded by any devices, and a lot of the times they're just out in the open or accessible pretty easily. Nobody watches over them. I only take out money from my ATM from RBC because they have those little green slot protectors that you can't attach a skimmer to, and also I don't use my debit card as much because if you use your debit card at certain terminals in stores, they can do the same thing. And a lot of the time, I've heard that even the people who own the stores are responsible. I really like the chip idea. It's safe. There's no way to copy it yet, and the magnetic stripe is just way too easy to steal money from. You never know what's going to happen next time you use an ATM or a debit card machine.
Unfortunately, a great many ATMs and merchants have not yet adopted this chip technology, and these new debit cards are still equipped with a magnetic stripe, meaning that unless you use the chip itself for a transaction and you don't swipe your card, you are just as vulnerable as you were with your old debit card.
In my service here, I investigated one, and this was a debit card where the number was given over the phone, and the student who complained alleged that funds were removed from her account. Usually victims of debit card fraud are victims of wallet thefts. Wallet thefts occur on campus quite often. It is a crime of opportunity. I don't recall anybody being arrested specifically for the misuse of a debit card. A debit card belonging to someone else. This is an issue that is investigated by a municipal police department. It's also an issue that is investigated by bank investigators. Every bank has a fraud bureau.
I actually feel pretty safe. I feel like they're safer than credit cards.
I feel pretty safe, but I guess I do try to think about where I'm using it, and, especially if I'm online.
I feel pretty safe. I don't feel like anything bad's going to happen or anything like that. It seems fine to me, for sure. No, I haven't heard of any cases whatsoever. No. Considering you use your debit card a certain amount of times, your odds are not very good that it's not going to happen to you.